Good evening, ladies as well as gentlemen. Papa Boris here with some more Hearthstone Arena. When I logged on to Hearthstone, the innkeeper was like, have you seen the weather out there? It's freezing. And I actually thought about it. Today I was outside twice to take the little one to preschool and then take him back home from preschool. It was so freezing. It actually hurt. That's where I draw the line. I'm actually okay with cold weather, like if you have to bundle up and wear a coat. But when it's so cold, it is physically painful, even when you're all bundled up. That's where I crossed the line. So anyway, I happily spent the rest of the day indoors. My girlfriend and I are watching the show, which she has seen before, but she has agreed to watch again for my sake. It's called Damages. Really good show. I mean, it's like a legal intrigue sort of show, but it's got really good characters and clever story and good writing. Highly recommend it. Anyway, we're most of the way done through the third season. Then I took a break to do some work and make a video, and we'll probably be returning to that after this. So I'm going to be happy this evening no matter what this video holds in store for me, but we'll see. Hopefully it'll hold in store some winnings. Mojito, the warrior, is our first opponent. Have a pretty good opening hand. Haven't actually played Sense Demons in this run. There have only been 2 games in this run so far. Had to spend most of the last video losing terribly. But this card might actually work okay in this deck. I've got the Floating Watchers to find. There's a Felguard, which isn't great early on, of course, but later in the game, when the drawback is nullified, that can be a good thing to find. There's a Doomguard, which is good to find also in the end game, so there's a fair amount that I'd like to find with this. Soulfire as the first draw doesn't really make me all that happy, because if you get this early on, there's a high chance that you're going to end up getting a Doomguard, and having this and a Doomguard, hey, speak of the devil, in the same hand is usually pretty crappy because you usually can't end up playing both and you're not going to get them both for free. Well, Loot Hoarder's a good response to a 3-2. Now he's got to have some pressure to kill this or else I'm going to go up a card. And he doesn't quite find a kill for it, but the Annoyatron comes close. So that sucks. The only thing that would have been really worse would have been like if he'd played a, what's his face? Cruel Taskmaster. So what we're going to do here is go down a card, losing the Doomguard, which hurts a lot, but I feel like I had to do that for the board presence here. He can now pop the shield on the Loot Hoarder. I get a card. I can I can then kill the Annoyatron with my Stalker and get my card back that I lost from the Soulfire. Okay, he decides to do that. Not that there was really that many other options. Next turn we can either Life Tap and Ship's Cannon, which is a pretty mediocre turn 4. Or hopefully do something better. Alright, Spider Tank's definitely better. Now this is a really shitty situation. I can't kill the Questing Adventurer because I use Soulfire to kill his 3-2. Now he can play any card, buffs up to be a 3-3, kills my guy. If he plays it twice, it'll kill both my guys, which would really suck. And it looks like he's going to get to play 2 cards. Ouch. Oh my god, this is so terrible. Well, that sucks. So now I'm in really shitty territory because there's like 3 things that all need to die. Oh my Christ. Well, when you're behind, play a bunch of crap. So we have to kill the Questing Adventurer. It's just the most dangerous one. Had to lose the crystal to play this Felguard, and had to play this. I mean, I just had no options there. Alright, so this game started out okay and quickly turned shitty. That Annoyatron stopping my Loot Hoarder from killing the Puddle Stomper made me lose my Soulfire, which made me not be able to kill the Questing Adventurer. But I had Dark Bomb, Life, Drain Life, whatever, that all would have worked. Okay, so he played Quarter Crown Elite hoping the Knife Juggler would hit the Felguard. It didn't. Had it hit the Knife Juggler, hit this, the Core Con would have killed it. As it is, he's actually gonna, whoa, is he gonna really do that? Okay, this is actually a pretty good move on his part. I gotta commend him for that play. Must have hurt to throw 2 creatures at it, but then this thing got to do the job. Ah, wow. So I got Mortal Coil. Let's draw this first. That was a very timely top deck. And then Geomancer. I think the right play here is actually to Life Tap and then play the Geomancer. Even though the Geomancer doesn't do anything right now, this puts a thing on the board, whereas the Sense Demons would not have. And I've already played the Doomguard and the Felguard, so what this would have likely found would have been something like a Voidwalker or another one of these Floating Watchers. Ballsack, Christ. Well, this is really bad because I cannot play 1 and Life Tap, which means it just dies to his 4-6. Is that worth doing? I can't believe that would be worth doing. So we're going to play Sense Demons instead. Get out of the other one, and then a Voidwalker. Yep, so we get to Life Tap and play a Voidwalker. Maybe it would have been worth it just to bite the bullet and play one of these guys, but I don't know. What I could maybe get him to do is overcommit and use Twisting Nether, which, like the Spanish Inquisition, nobody expects. If he does overcommit, then I could potentially go way up. Because I'd play on the following turn, I'd play the Floating Watcher and life tap. Okay, he doesn't unfortunately play another minion. Well, I can't play this anyway for a turn. Okay, this is getting very dicey. Do you play the Floating Watcher and life tap, or do you play the Ogre? I think the right move is actually to play the Ogre here. And there's no point running the Geomancer into his stuff, so I'll just leave this alone. So let's see what he can do about this Ogre, because the Ogre can trade it with both of these. The main issue is if he tries to burn me out, he could win. He could just, I mean, hit me for 9 down to 14, and then I'm pretty screwed. These guys I won't be able to life tap to make them big, so they're just all going to be total shit. Alright, well, looks like Twisting Nether is going to be the play. And you might say, well, Boris, you threw an Ogre away, but I don't know, it would have been a bit suspicious to do nothing. So here we have to just hit him in his fat face with the Ogre, and then play Twisting Nether to clear the board. So now, a little bit low on the life situation. 19's a bit scary. Warriors do have weapons and stuff that they could use to burn me out.
I can take the hit.
But, I mean, it's going to be close. I hate to life tap and see myself go down to 12, but I think that's what I have to do here. This is a pretty good drop for him, to be honest. It, gives him a really big creature. Alright, we're going to play that just because I want to do anything I can to encourage him not to hit my face. I want to encourage him to just, oh, kill the little guy right here. Go up a card. Because I think if this is a fair fight, I'm going to win for sure. But if he actually goes for the burn, there's a chance he can kill me. So, of course, I want to do whatever I can to encourage him to hit my creatures. I got 2 more Floating Watchers. I need to be able to keep life tapping. Okay, Shield Slams, which is enough to kill it. It's a pretty good epic to respond to my epic of the Twisting Nether, and that's a problem. I wasn't expecting him to be able to kill that creature so easily. Now he gets to hit me for 5, and I'm totally screwed. Shit. I can't kill this. He's got 9 more damage coming. I'm down to 3 health. I can't life tap anymore. So the Floating Watchers are just overpriced 4/4s. Shit, 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 shit. We're gonna lose this game. Oh my god. Damn it. I took a little bit too much damage, and that slow start with the Noyatron and the Questing Adventurer not having their removal to kill it held me back too much. Shit. This 5/5, I just couldn't deal with it. If I could have waited 1 more turn to Twisting Nether, but there was no way that I could have waited. Alright. The only merciful thing would be if he actually doesn't hit my face here, and miraculously he doesn't hit my face. That is a miracle. Because he could have got me down to 3 health, which is, I mean, almost a guaranteed win. He gets me down to 7, which is pretty good. And then he's going to Panda that, which I really couldn't care less about, because I've got the Mortal Coil to kill it anyway.
I can take the hit.
So I don't care about how much armor he has, it's really immaterial. And then he has one of those guys, okay. So, I have a chance here. I have a small chance. Dark Bomb was admittedly a really good top deck. So what we have to do here to win is the following. First, we kill that off. Then we play this. Hit that. Then we play this. And then we give Taunt to... I'm going to give a Taunt to this, just in case he top decks some sort of damage. I don't want him to kill this and be able to attack past it. I want to minimize the odds that he can get past this. So the Shield Maiden hits this, kills it. Goes down to 1 health. I can finish off with Mortal Coil. I've got Dark Bomb for some more removal in these guys. Okay, looks like I didn't get an answer to that, which is good. It's going to heal that up. Okay, so I don't get to Mortal Coil it, but that's fine. I can still clear out his board here. Which is the only important thing, is just being able to clear his board out. What else do I even have left in my deck, honestly? So I get some healing, which is welcome, but I should really Mortal Coil first. So we're going to Mortal Coil this. Get a card. Shredder, very solid here under these circumstances. We'll do this, see what we get for a spare part. +1 health doesn't make a difference. We'll do that. This, and altogether that was a pretty good turn. I think he made a strategic blunder by not hitting me in the face with the Death's Bite. He could have probably burned me out. Granted, I mean, from his perspective, he was out of cards. I guess he didn't have the 3 damage in hand, so he played it safe, but It seemed to me like a risky time to play it safe because he was down on cards after that Twisting Nether. So I think he should have gone for it. There's a decent chance he could have burned me out. Alright, so that makes no difference. I can take care of that very easily. So that was a good thing for him to draw, from where I'm sitting anyway. And what's his other card? It is Stealth. Ah, that's a really good spare part, because that lets him get 4 more damage through that he shouldn't have been able to get through. Oh my god, that's a really good top deck. Alright, so that gets past his Stealth. We're just top decking and counter top decking here, and I'm not going to life tap here. As it is, if he gets an Arcanite Reaper, I lose, because I can't kill him in 2 turns, and I can't put up a ton. I'd have to do a Desperado life tap, and he goes for the right play here. So Death's Bite doesn't quite kill me, but it does stop me from life tapping, because if I life tap, obviously, I would just then die if I didn't get an answer. Do I have any taunt in here that I could get? Hit! Dread Infernal. Not playable, is it? Wow. Well, it's a scary situation, but I don't think I can actually play that Dread Infernal. Let me think about this. So, okay. Do I have lethal here? 3, 6, 10, 12. Oh my god. You know what? Here's the thing. If I do nothing, if I don't play this right now, then what happens is he hits me down to 2, and I don't have the kill, which means he has 2 cards left to find 2 damage. I would actually rather he had only 1 card left to find 1 damage, so this has got to be the play. And I'll put the armor plating on this guy so he doesn't auto-die to the Death's Bite if he hits me in the face. Well, this is quite a nerve-wracker here. He needs 1 damage to kill me, and that's it. 1 damage that isn't a weapon, of course. Does he have it? Charge creature, shoot him up, Mortal Strike. Warriors do lack for direct damage, but I don't have any taunt. Heroic Strike would do the job. Buffing creatures won't work. A weapon other than upgrade won't work. I am threatening lethal because 6, 12, 16, 18 kills past the armor. Though if he has a Shield Maiden, he will actually live. Then I'd have to kill the Shield Maiden, and then I'd get attack him with the rest of it. And then I'd be threatening lethal for the following turn. Because with a Shield Maiden, you could actually go up to 20 health, and I don't have 20 here. This is what, 7, 10, 16, 18? Okay, so he attacks the face, and what? Chooses death. Alright, well, since I went down to 1 health, I'm gonna have to assume both of us misplayed that game. I bet if he'd played a little bit better, he could have killed me. I bet if I'd played a little bit better, it wouldn't have been that close. Oh, but where did I go wrong in that one? Where were the turns where I actually had different options? Maybe, I'm not sure actually where I went wrong. I'm sure I went wrong somewhere, and I'm sure someone will point it out, but I'm not sure what mistake I made. I guess with the Floating Watchers, I could have maybe played that in a different order. Perhaps the, yes. That turn that I played the Boulder Fist Ogre, maybe if I'd played a Floating Watcher instead, because I ended up twisting Nethering the following turn, I would have then had a Boulder Fist Ogre, which is a 6/7, instead of the Floating Watchers, which were all 4/4s, because I couldn't life tap anymore. Aha, that was the mistake. Right, I should have realized I was going to probably twisting Nether the following turn and not throwing away a Boulder Fist Ogre. Okay, this opening hand is not the greatest. The Swordsmith and the Mortal Coil put me in a great position to deal with recruits, but if he actually plays real cards, I'm in pretty rough shape. Drain Life doesn't really help that much. On turn 3, I can only kill something with 2 health. It's not super great. It's just a bad card. I mean, I like having a little bit of life gain and a little bit of extra removal, even if it's bad. Fuck. Oh, please don't be a 3/2. Don't be a 3/2. It's a 2/3. Okay. That's fine. That means I can play the Swordsmith and at least it will live, which is something. So this opens up a few things. I mean, if he runs in with the Protector, I can Drain Life it to death, or I can throw the Swordsmith away and Mortal Coil it to death. At least I have options. Oh no. Okay, he's gonna do that, which is basically just a 1-mana cycle that stops him from playing a Recruit. Interesting choice. He's already used his coin, and he has nothing. Wow, I honestly think that was just a mistake. I think he should have made a Recruit instead of doing the 1-mana cycle, because the 1-mana cycle is not going anywhere. And that damage turns out to have been absolutely pointless. But even if I hadn't had the Drain Life, that 2 damage is just not worth, you know, not dealing damage to this. And the board presence of the Recruit, that's a sore loss for him as well. Okay, so he makes the Recruit. Now, And can either Mortal Coil, get a card, clear his board, and then play a Stalker. Don't let Paladins keep creatures and all that. Or I could throw my guy away to Silverhand Recruit and get a better 4-drop on the table. Boy. If I don't throw the Swordsmith away, I can do wacky things like I could actually have this. No. You know what? Let's just trust my instincts. I will do that and get a card. Play this. It does a little bit limit what I can handle next turn because I've only got 3 damage with this plan as opposed to 4 that I would have had with these guys. But the thing is, I have 4 damage. So I still have I retain the option of going down a card by throwing this guy away with exactly the same amount of damage. But I got to clear his board out. Okay, so now we have some extra information. Now we know that he has a weapon in hand, so the Shredder might not look as good. Well, in a way it looks good, in a way it doesn't, because it dies, but he might not want to use the weapon. Okay, never mind. Senjin is the best play here, because that lets me attack with my guy, and the Senjin, of course, survives against the True Silver Champion. Next turn, we can life tap and play one of my 4-drops. A good 5-drop here would really put him in a good standing. A Sludge Belcher would, for example, be very irritating to deal with. Well, he's hovering a lot, so it's probably not a Sludge Belcher. Maybe it's a Seal of Light. He's wondering if it's worth it. Probably is, I think. Alright, I don't know why he was hesitating on a Sludge Belcher. That's just a Windmill Slam card here, but whatever. So, do you damage the Belcher? Knowing that then your Senjin dies? I think it's worth it to damage it, just because, even though I don't get to... Well, hang on. Always draw cards first. Let's do our life tap here. Soulfire. Yeah, it's not gonna get played. So, let's go for the Yeti here. Well, more durable or more reusable. Let's go for this. And let's kill the first iteration of Mr. Sludge. So now he can True Silver to kill the Senjin. I can use the Yeti to kill the Slime, but he's gonna get another minion out, so I'm not gonna get to clear his board. Because he's either gonna make a Recruit, in which case I have no way of killing it, or he's gonna play something else that's probably not gonna die to Soulfire. Because if he's not playing a Recruit, what he's playing is for 5 mana or more, so Soulfire won't kill it, most likely. So Sludge Belcher was really good for him there. There are no 2 buts about that. Boulder Fist Ogre, that sucks. Because the Floating Watcher life tap makes a 6/6, which dies to the 6/7. That just sucks. Okay, given that, I think, much as I hate to do this, we're going to play Mr. Felguard here. So Felguard plus the Shredder will kill the Ogre, and I still get a 2-drop, so it's not a total loss. But he's got a fistful of cards, 7. Yeah, it's ugly. It's not a good situation. I'd give him the advantage here. Especially if he can put a Divine Shield on this or something like that. Jesus Christ, that's not something you're supposed to do! I wasn't saying that as advice, I was just saying that could happen. Oh, and he even has a Senjin to block it. Shit. Oh man, I have to throw both these guys at the Senjin just to get past. FML. Alright, we have to take some drastic measures here. I'm actually going to life tap to see if I can get some answers. I get that. I really would have wanted a Mortal Coil, personally. So this sucks. Sucks loaded dongs is what it does. Let's see what 2-drop we get out of it. We get a Micro Machine, okay. Well, when you're behind, play crap. That's the way it's got to be played. So he has 6 cards, 8 total to my 8, but this Ogre obviously kind of trumps everything. I have to throw 2 of my best cards at this Ogre just to kill it. So then like a Consecration pretty much wins him the game because it clears out most of my board. Yeah, this sucks. Sucks. He had Sludge Belcher right when he needed it, and then he had Argent Protector when he did that, and he had a big 6-drop when he did that. Thankfully, his start wasn't super fast, and he messed up. Playing a Blessing of Wisdom on turn 2 instead of making a Recruit, I mean, that could easily, if I win this game, it could easily come down to that mistake he made on turn 2. So I have a little bit of a chance. You've got to be fucking kidding me. Okay. And there's still 4 mana left. Another Taunter. Okay, this time at least I'm a little bit prepared. I can Dark Bomb the Taunter. He doesn't deal 6 damage to my face, which I'm pleased about. This is worthless. But okay, we have a chance. So, we can Dark Bomb this guy. Kill this guy. And if I could get him a +1 attack, that would have been really lovely, but I didn't. So either I life tap and hope for the Mortal Coil, which is not likely, or I play the Floating Watcher and Soulfire, throwing away probably my best card in the hand. I really would have loved to lose one of these stupid spare parts or the Sense Demon. So yeah, that was a bit unlucky there. So now he's got 7 cards. I have only 5. 2 of them are spare parts. But the flip side is if he doesn't have a True Silver to kill this Floating Watcher with, or an Argent Commander, I guess would be the other likely candidate for killing this, I can life tap, which I'm going to be doing anyway, and this becomes a 6/6, which could become a growing problem for him. I've already played Felguard, so the odds of this finding Doomguard are pretty good, but not guaranteed because there are still 2 other Floating Watchers and a Voidwalker that I could get, so it's like 50-50. Unless there's another demon that I forgot about, in which case it's less than 50-50. So I wouldn't want to count on getting a Doomguard from this. I can also buff up this thing's health if needed, so hopefully, I'm really hoping this survives the turn, because if it doesn't, I'm going to be in a bit of trouble. Okay, Violet Teacher. Bodes well. What spell does he have here? An Ooze, that's not a spell, good. And Recruit. Divine Shield. Okay, that's good. So it's cool for him that he gets the student, but I'm okay with that for the most part. Because while these students are very annoying to deal with and could pose significant problems, I can absolutely deal with this situation. I can kill this and I can kill that. So that's about as good as I could have hoped for, honestly. Alright, let's get another spare part. It is that, which doesn't really help. So here we gotta start with the life tap. Aha. And then, do I play this thing out? No, I don't think that makes any sense. We're gonna do this. Do this to kill off another one of these guys. And then I'm actually gonna play the Voidwalker. And swap the health on this so it doesn't die as easily, and buff up the Voidwalker so it doesn't get killed as easily. Okay, so I have a 3/6 that'll become like a 5/8 if it doesn't die. He couldn't kill it when it was a 4/4. All he's got is a 1/1, so this is a new card. If this new card can't kill the Floating Watcher, there's a pretty good chance that's going to live. And it's a shielded mini-bot. Okay, so I think I have a decent chance of actually catching back up and winning this. So I've got a minion sweeper here, which can do extra minion sweepings thanks to armor plating. I can draw into pretty good likelihood of getting my Doomguard. And okay, the Stormwind Champion's a problem, definitely. All right, let's see what we can do here. So first, we really have the mana for everything, so let's draw a card. Doomguard. Okay, so this is now a Floating Watcher. This is going to be 2 Floating Watchers if I play it, which I don't really need right now. I can kill off the student. And I can bomb lob this guy, but unfortunately, this guy... Okay, to bomb lob the Stormwind Champion, I'd have to Stormwind Knight the student, and then the Voidwalker and the... Actually, no. Voidwalker the student, Stormwind Knight and Floating Watcher, the shielded mini-bot, and then I can play the bomb lobber. The problem is, then I don't have a kill for it. It's still got 2 health. To kill it, I could play Doomguard, plus the Voidwalker. That would just take it out. And then I don't get to kill these guys. One of them, I don't get to kill the shield mini-bot. And there's a 2/3 chance I lose the bomb lobber. I could also use this Floating Watcher. Oh, wait, that's the move, isn't it? Yeah, I think that's the move. So we use the Floating Watcher and the Voidwalker to kill that. Then we can kill off this. Do that to help it survive against Consecration. Play the Lobber to pop the shield, which isn't that great. Okay, maybe that wasn't the best plan because it leaves this thing vulnerable at low health. But I can get 2 more of those with Sense Demons. And indeed, he's going to use Hammer of Wrath to kill and go up a card. Ah, okay. So that's unfortunate. The Harpies, not a big deal. Okay, so I can't sense demons yet. I'll have to wait a little bit on that. First, we play the ship's... Oh, geez. If I play the Doomguard, I lose the sense demons. Well, I gotta play the Doomguard here because, yeah. I don't want the Harpy to be able to attack. So we lose sense demons. Let's life tap to see what we get. Dread Infernal, good card. We kill that off. Killed this off. We hit him in his face. Ah, you know what? That turn with the Stormwind Champion, I didn't do it right. Didn't do it right. I probably should have just left the Stormwind Champion at 2 health, although then it could have hit my guy anyway. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think there was a great way out of it. I think I was just, like, a little bit short of having what I needed to have. Alright. Okay, so I think... Here, do I have to go down a card? I can't deal 4 damage, except by... Oh, I can throw these 2 guys? But then this thing's at 4 health. This thing doesn't quite kill it. Yeah, so I have to lose the Doomguard and 2 other creatures to clear his board. That sucks. Yeah, that just sucks. Alright, so... Okay, we'll just do this. This and this. Play this guy because it's huge. We'll play the Spider Tank because I think it's better than a card. Hit him in his fat face. And that is that. That's a little bit scary. I can't really stop the damage from that guy. I've got 6, 9, 11. Getting pretty close to killing him. Do I dare life tap? Let's see. I go down to 14, down to 7, down to 6. He'd have to have 6 damage with 2 cards. Is that worth it? Yes, because I can also kill this. Then he'd have to have, let's see, down to 14, 7. He'd have to have 7 damage with 2 cards. Pretty unlikely. 7 versus 9 could make the game difference, though. I'll do it. Alright, well, if I don't lose, then I should be able to kill him. So you can kill one of these guys with the assassin, but then this is enough damage to kill. So he needs 7 damage with 2 cards, which is, I mean, a little bit unlikely. He would have had to have damage left over in his hand and then top deck to more damage. But, you know, on the other hand, something like as simple as a True Silver Champion plus a Hammer of Wrath or a Blessing of Kings plus a Hammer of Wrath or even 2 Blessings of Kings would win it for him. Okay, he doesn't have the kill. Does he have the save? 6, 9, 14. No, he does. I'm 2 damage shy of killing him. 6, 8, plus 5. Wow, I'm really good at math. 13. A little bit more than 2 damage. 6, 8, 11, 13. Okay. Alright. If I could do 4 damage to this, that'd be great. But I'd have to throw the Geomancer away, so it doesn't really work. Should I just go for the throat? I mean, he didn't have the kill with that assassin, so he probably still doesn't have it. Well, let's draw this, see what I get. Floating Watcher. Tempting me to life tap again. You know, why don't we? Yeah, so I'm going to do this and life tap. And then I'm just going to hedge my bets. I'm going to kill this guy. Kill the minion, that is. And then play Micro Machine. So now he'd need to deal 12 damage with 2 cards, which is impossible. Anything that would clear my board would be a 2-card combo, like Quality Consecrate or Pyromancer Equality. And then, well, I've got 3 cards left. He could actually win the game if he cleared the board here, because I might just run out of cards and not have anything left to kill him with. Luckily, he has another Shielded Minibot. This guy did have some pretty good cards. Got a high-quality deck, but didn't have enough removal. Not that that's his fault or anything. I think he actually played fine, except for that one weird mistake on turn 2, which I'm calling weird because the rest of his play I thought was solid. He seems to have drafted well. He seemed to have played well. But that weird choice to Blessing of Wisdom. So basically, Blessing of Wisdom, the reason it's not a horrible card is that, at worst, it's going to be a 1-mana cycle, which is fine. But you don't need to rush to use it. Early on, you've got a handful of cards. Your limiting reagent is mana, not the number of cards you have. So you should definitely play your hero ability as a paladin instead of playing Blessing of Wisdom, because a 1/1 on the board is more valuable than cycling a card. You can always pay mana later and cycle the card. Now you might say, well, Boris, what if you end up not being able to stick any minions on the table? First of all, if you're a paladin and you can't stick any minions on the table, then something really terrible has happened. And you are probably going to lose anyway. So, there's that. Okay, I mean, yes, maybe if Blessing of Wisdom were some other better card than Blessing of Wisdom, you might have prevented the situation in which you could not get a single minion to survive a turn. But that's why you don't take Blessing of Wisdom over good cards like, you know, Consecration. Presumably, if you have a Blessing of Wisdom in your hand in the arena, it's because that pick wasn't very good. So what it comes down to is using it correctly. And if you cannot stick a minion at all, then you're really screwed, and Blessing of Wisdom is not going to save you. A 1 mana cycle early on is not going to save you. Anyway, that was that. So we got 2 pretty hard-fought victories to start this video off. 4 wins seems to be the very popular number of wins for me lately. I'd like to just surpass that, especially because Warlock's my worst class. Being 4-0 with Warlock is kind of ridiculous. This is a pretty good one. I mean, with all the Floating Watchers, the Ogre, the Dread Inferno, the Twisting Nether, there's some good cards here for sure. Do you keep the Sen's Demons? No. Do you keep this? No, there's not enough early stuff for me to justify keeping a 4-drop, so just keeping the 2-drop here. Okay, well, we have a hand that it would probably be better to be the first player with than second player, but we'll make do here. I'd love to see a 1-drop or another 2-drop. Hey, it actually happens. All right, so here, do you go for the extra health or do you go for the harder hitting power? I'm gonna go for the harder hitting power, but it's not so much because I want to go ballistic on her face. It's because I want to make sure I can kill a 2-3. I would just hate to play this and have her play a 2-3 and then just suck. Okay, so she has the backstab. This thing would have survived it. That was the other advantage of playing this, was that it was better against backstab, but I feel like it was worth it. She was more likely to have a 3 toughness minion than one specific card named backstab. Alright, so now the Mad Scientist, obviously rogues don't have secrets, so this is just was a junk pick for her in the arena. Does she have a way of killing a 2-3 before it kills her? Cold Light Oracle, ladies and gentlemen. Cold Light Oracle. Wow, that is... I've just been seeing a lot of these Cold Light Oracles lately. I honestly don't know what the deal is. Don't know why that's happening. This is not a good turn 3 play because it benefits both players, but your opponent gets to benefit before you do. Okay, so here, I'm going to take a little risk. I'm going to play the Farseer and heal the cannon. If I wasn't going to heal the cannon, if I was going to heal myself, that would be dumb. I should just play the Spider Tank instead and get the extra health. The reason I decided to go for this is that, you know, now the cannon's threatening to kill off the Scientist, and I figure the board control now is better than the extra life tap later. Does she have an Eviscerate for this? Because she sure is playing like she has an Eviscerate for this cannon. No, she has a Micro Machine. Interesting. Well, that's weird. I guess she just doesn't have a very good hand. That's the only thing that would really explain that sort of play. So we kill the Micro Machine, obviously, and play the Senjin, which has been really good in this run, to block the ship's cannon from being killed by the dagger in her hand. Ship's cannon just as a generic 2-3 has been quite solid. This thing would be amazing if you actually had pirates, but I mean, pirates aren't very good. Okay, she has Undertaker, which I don't think is a very good card in the arena. She has the Eviscerate, plus the dagger to kill the Senjin. So the major question is, what is her last 2 mana? Because if she actually has something to play for 2 mana, might be in a bit of trouble. She kills that off. Nope, okay, she's got nothing. Perfect. So here's an interesting question. What do you do? You could spend more of your mana if you Loot Hoarded and Spider Tanked, but the Loot Hoarder dies the dagger that she already has. So it's just Spider Tank. 3-4. Rather have a 4-5 than a 3-4, but I spend more mana doing this. I could Drain Life a card that does not deserve to be Drain Lifed. No, that's not right. I'm going to play the Yeti, and I'm going to pass the turn. So next turn I'm probably looking at Spider Tank, Drain Life, or Yeti Loot Hoarder, depending on the situation. But this thing does not deserve to be Drain Lifed in the arena. It's not a very good card. Okay, so she does get it boosted, but it's still going to die. I mean, remember, it got nerfed, so its health doesn't go up, so it could still be Drain Lifed. I just realized. Okay, so she's getting some good damage on it, but I'm holding up with a fort on card power. Mortal Coil. Unfortunately, unless I Drain Life and Mortal Coil that, which seems really dumb, doesn't seem to be worth it. So let's just do the obvious. We're going to kill the wolf. Going to Drain Life that guy. We're going to play Spider Tank. So now the Shredder could trade with both of my creatures if she gets lucky, if she decides to kill the tank and hope for a 3-2. This is a really good card for her. Gives her an extra card in a 4-4 right now. Is pretty relevant. She's going for the burn. Unless she has an Eviscerate here. Does she actually have an... Ah, I think she made a mistake. I think she should have killed one of my creatures. Going for the blowout. Well, she's actually going to have to pay for it, because now let's see what I get from my Yeti. And I'm going to Dark Bomb that guy, see what she pops out. She gets a 1-3, which is great. So my tank only takes 1 damage. And here, I think, is where you play a Floating Watcher. Yeti's a bit stronger, but this costs more mana and it can grow. Now, I don't necessarily want to life tap very much anymore, but she's only got 5 cards and an empty board, so I might be able to get away with, let's say, 1 more life tap, unless she plays something really spectacular here. Okay, that's pretty spectacular. Gonna have to hand it to her. That ranks high on the spectacular scale. So, okay, we could do a couple different things. I could run in the tank, Mortal Coil, see what pops out, then decide from there, which would still leave me with enough mana to Floating Watcher and life tap. Yeah, I think that's the move. Alright, so we do this, we see what we get. Hopefully nothing great. Really hoping it's nothing great. It's a 3-3. Okay, perfect. So we get to live the dream here. We play Floating Watcher number 2 and life tap, so I have a pair of 6/6s. Well, okay, it's not a pair of 6/6s, one of them's a 6-3. But she's got 5 cards, 16 health. Shouldn't be able to burn me out with a 5-card hand in the arena from at half health. And I have the Geomancer Coil combo as well, so unless this turn is amazing, I should be fine. Okay, that's not that great. This isn't that great. That will die to my Floating Watcher, so that's not that great. Okay, I think we're in good shape here. I think we're doing okay. Twisting Nether. Ah, not the greatest. Alright, can I win? Let's check if I can win. Do I have any face damage? I don't. Shoot. So I can deal 16, but then I have nothing else if I life tap. I'm not sure I actually want to life tap here. Oh, this thing is actually kind of annoying, gotta say. Love to have some taunt. I don't. Okay, so it's a tough situation. Life tapping sure would help these guys kill that and this without dying. The problem is I only have one thing that actually deals damage other than Twisting Nether. Although I could do a comical play. I could, of course, hit her for 12 and then Twisting Nether. No, that's definitely not right. All right, let's life tap. Let's see what we get. Hopefully some removal. Okay, that'll actually do it, I think. So now what we can do is, yeah, we can hit this, play this, coil. Oh wow, I totally forgot that that would trigger these guys. I totally forgot. Well, I couldn't have killed her regardless, but okay, if she can deal, what is this, 2 damage? If she can deal 10 damage in 3 cards, she wins. It's a bit of a tall order, but possible. Okay, so she's fishing. Aha. So if it turns into, if it's a minion, it does show you that she gets a chicken, which means that if anyone ever plays this card and you don't see what the card is, it means they got a spell. That's good to know. Okay. I forgot that this thing would damage my face and buff these guys. I should have looked for the win, though, because my hand was totally absent of any direct damage. I couldn't have killed her that turn. Wow, alright, that's 6 of the damage that she needs to kill me. Does she have cold blood or something? Eviscerate? Wins the game. Wow. Alright, well, if she has Eviscerate, she has Eviscerate. She has a chicken, and she has +1 health. Okay, well played. That was scary. Again, wow, that's the 3rd rather scary game in a row. I think actually I'm probably not playing perfectly, but my opponents are just playing a little worse. Probably the life tap that got me the Dread Infernal wasn't the right move, because it ended up getting down to 4 health. Although, granted, I mean, who's going to play around Leroy Jenkins? But if she had a Cold Blood or an Eviscerate, she would have won, which is unsettling. Alright, we have time for one more game. I have a feeling, honestly, I'm probably due for a loss, considering how close all the games in this video were, and the fact that I won them all. It's really quite an incredible string of luck. I've been complaining in previous videos that I haven't had any luck. Well, here's where it sort of comes back. I definitely have caught more than my fair share of breaks here. So do you keep this engine, Shield Master? Dude, you keep this. It's a really good 4-drop. The problem is, these two cards are just such a weak opening play. I'm going to keep this engine. So the idea here is hopefully the Geomancer can stay in the hand. That's the hope. Hopefully I draw something else. Hut? Nope, not really. Okay, so hopefully Dark Bomb will kill whatever. Hopefully she passes turn 1. Jesus Christ. Well, crap. Another Cogmaster. Voidwalker would have been amazing last turn. This turn, not as amazing. Because if I play this and she actually has a mech, then this thing will kill my Voidwalker and live to tell about it. So I'm going to spend more of my mana and do this. Now, if she plays a mech, the Cogmaster trades with my Geomancer, but most mechs she'd play would die to Dark Bomb, with, of course, the exception of a Noyatron. Don't actually play a Noyatron. I'm just making conversation, Kingala. Just making conversation. Don't actually play a Noyatron. Okay, good. She's going to ping this. That's excellent. Okay, so she pings that, which means next turn I can take a rather leisurely Voidwalker or Life Tap play. Yeah, so we'll do that. Oh my god, I'm just a card behind. Well, should have mulliganed that Senjin, because this was a card behind and this was a card behind. If I had had this in my hand, I would have rather had that. A 3-4 on the table instead of a 1-3 going into this turn could very well make the difference in the game. Alright, this thing. I'm just in like the worst place because balls. If I had this out, I could just kill it. But as it is, if I Dark Bomb, I don't get to do anything else except Life Tap. And if I play a creature, she can run in and get this thing enraged. And then it'll kill whatever I play. So I could play a Shredder, but then the Shredder is trading for this. God, that feels so bad. Alright, we're not going to do it. We're not going to do it. Let's just hope she keeps on having bad cards. Crap. Oh, man, I should have mulliganed that Engine. Never did play it on turn 4. Of course, with it being in the deck, I might not have drawn the Spider Tank and the Voidwalker when I did, but still, it feels bad. Alright, she has an overpowered Water Elemental. Luckily, I got this guy hanging out still. Kind of getting in the way. Let's go for Mr. Shredder and the Clockwork Gnome and hit her in the face. Awkwardly, this is only 5 damage to the Elemental, so I'm not quite killing it. Not sure how I'm going to kill it. Well, that's a project for another day. I'd say I'm behind right now. Possibly due to bad mulligan decisions. And not quite lucky enough draws. Alright, 1 in 3 odds of killing the gnome. I feel like it's gonna have to happen. Yep, it happens. So that pretty much seals it here, I think. Okay. So what do we do here? Swordsmith, is that even worth playing? I hate to throw this guy at the Knife Juggler. Okay. If I played a 4-drop and this guy, then I don't get to freezing the Elemental. But if I freeze the Elemental, I can still play the Spider Tank. Okay, so we'll do this, see what I get. Before making any further judgments, we get Patient Assassin. Okay, that's not bad. So we can freeze the Freezy Pop, and then play the Tank and the Swordsmith. And then hopefully not the Patient Assassin gets the buff. Alright, that's good. Still doesn't kill the overpowered Water Elemental, but whatever, I'll just take what I can get. So I'm behind here. This Life Tap is not really going to do much for me on turn 7. I just have to count on her having a really bad hand. Although, honestly, this Patient Assassin could be my savior, because if she had, let's say, a Boulder Fist Ogre, now she wouldn't want to play it in the face of this Assassin. So that's my break to counteract my poor draws. She plays Arcane Explosion to kill the Patient Assassin, which is actually really irritating because it also lets her kill off the Master Swordsmith. Wow. Alright, well, it swings right back around to Suckageville. Okay, Floating Watchers are starting to add up, but I think I have to go for the Senjin and the Drain Life here. And hit her in the fat face. So the Senjin holds up against the Elemental, which the Spider Tank didn't, and I kind of want to keep the Spider Tank. Alright, so here's the moment of truth. Did she have something big that she didn't want to play because of the assassin threat? She seems indecisive. She's pointing the Elemental at the Senjin, but doesn't know if she wants to do it. She has a lot of cards. 8 cards to 5. 6. And then, of course, I can still Life Tap. But alright, Senjin takes a Fireball. What's the last 3 mana? Oh, God. Is she actually going to play a 4-drop here? Shit. That is not what needed to happen. Adjacent minions can't be targeted. Okay, whatever. So, okay. Ogre Life Tap or this thing Life Tap? I'm going to do this in Life Tap because one of my highest chances for winning this game is getting a Twisting Nether, and we're going to learn the lesson from that one game I almost lost, which is that you want to save the Ogre for after the Twisting Nether. She actually has a Polymorph and a Fireball. Good for you. Good for you. And is she going to go all the way for the face? She is. So this is smart. She's dealing some damage to stop me from being able to life tap as much. The Soulfire, of course, won't quite kill this and that thing. Wow, it's a minion, which is a problem. Alright, let's get as much on the table as we can. So now I gotta do the Ogre. I can't hold back anymore. And I couldn't life tap that turn. It would have been too slow. She is in a dominating position. She has 7 cards to 5. And yeah, I'm pretty screwed. Doomguard's still in here. That would have been helpful. Don't have it. Twisting Nether could still catch me back up. She's only got 7 damage on the table, which I guess is difficult just to hit me in the face with, because I've got this Ogre out. She's used a Fireball and a Polymorph, which are the 2 main outs to Ogre. Does she have a third one of those? If so, I'm totally lost. Stormwind Champion, not a bad card. Is she going to go for broke here? Aha, she decides to clear out the Ogre, which makes sense, because what that means is this thing still lives and she still has a 6/6. So that was a pretty sensible play. Mortal Coil. It sucks, but I think I'm going to have to lose my Mortal Coil. Yep. Again, I'm still in this game because I still have a Twisting Nether here, and it's still possible I shall overcommit against it. She has a Flame Strike. Alright, well, that's nice. So now Twisting Nether doesn't do anything for me. I'm down to unacceptably low health, and I'm going to lose this game. Oh, Freezing Cool, that's good. That'll save me 6 damage, so that can buy me some time. Micro Machine. Well, we have to life tap here. We can't just sit around doing nothing. Stormwind Knight. Okay, so we play this, play this. We play the best spare part in the game, the one that I always complain my opponents keep getting. And now I just have to hope that she overcommits and I get Twisting Nether. So why did I play this stuff? Well, because in case I don't get Twisting Nether, it's good to have stuff on the board. Although maybe I should have just played to my outs and kept the stuff in my hand. Alright, so that's 1 card she played. And then another card, all overpowered, of course. Well, okay, this is junk. Okay, never mind, not all overpowered. Twisting Nether? Nope. She has 16 damage, which is enough to kill me with everything at 5 health or more. I got a life tap here, and I hope I get Twisting Nether. That's the only way. Doesn't happen. Alright, Doomguard doesn't kill much. Kills this, I guess. Can't play the Yeti because I had to life tap first. Oh, what a cluster. Okay. Well, let's do this. We'll kill that thing. I'm not even sure why I'm still playing this, to be honest with you, but whatever. She needs 3 damage to kill me, 2 damage if you count the Fire Blast. Yeah, I don't think I had a chance that game. But that's okay. We had quite a bit of luck in the previous 3 games, making it to 5 wins. And 0 losses with Warlock, my worst class. Is pretty good, especially considering how badly the previous few arenas have been going. She's actually going to take her time to kill all my stuff? Wow. Well, if she plays another minion now, I mean, I could actually catch back up with Twisting Nether because she didn't hit me in the face. Nope. Okay, we got a life tap and hope to find Twisting Nether. That's the only way. Mortal Coil. Doesn't kill anything. She has enough stuff to kill me. I lose the game. Okay, well, thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that video. Please like and or subscribe if you did. And if you didn't, please have a lovely day anyway. I'll see you guys again soon. Take care.